I recently launched a new product on my website. You can get the details there or feel free to message me more about it. But it has a calendar in it. So this is actually something that I thought of as a seed that I believe Carrie had mentioned some time ago about how she was attending my transit classes and was like, oh, I just put the events in my calendar. So now I have done that for you. So for 2026, I created a Google Calendar that has these ingresses, these transits, these new moons, these pre-shadow, post-shadow, everything in between, Kazemi days, all the things that we always talk about in class. And I have written descriptions for them. So they're all like pre-populated. Plus, because I'm an intuitive, I also included in their monthly readings and card pulls and many more, many more things. But it comes with a PDF little guidebook that you can print out or you can keep digital. It works both ways. And you can put in your natal chart in there. And so then what happens is when the transit pops up, it'll be like, okay, on this date, it'll go off, or you can, of course, look at it ahead of time. So let's say we're talking about the Libra new moon. It would go off at that time in your time zone. And it will say in there, hey, this is happening at 28 degrees of Libra. Go here in your chart and like look up X, Y, and Z. And also, by the way, this is what this new moon means. So it has like a shortened version of all those details. And then it directs you like, hey, go to your natal chart and like, this is where you want to look. And you want to layer that onto these interpretations. So it's a really great tool that I'm so excited for people to start using. So I know it's not 2026 yet. However, I still have it set up and I'm adding some little things here and there and tweaking some of the content. The thing that's great about it is if I happen to catch a typo, I can just change it and I don't have to cringe and then it'll get pushed to everybody. Fortunately, I haven't found any, which is great. But a really great opportunity now while we're like a few months out and we still have some time left in 2025 that you can start using it to plan and like forecast your year ahead, either from the psychic side, the astrological side, or a combination of both. So how I'm phrasing it is it's like having a psychic and astrologer in your pocket, because literally if you have it on your phone and you're accessing it, everything in it is written fully by me. No AI was used in generating any of the content from my own brain, sitting there typing it at whatever hour it happened to be, middle of the day, late at night, early in the morning. So it's all things that I have written and channeled in many cases. So yeah, definitely consider checking that out. Obviously, for the time being, we still have a few months left in this year. So if you are taking notes and have this strategy of like putting in your calendar, then you can keep doing that for the next couple months. But when we have our classes in January, they're already going to be in the calendar. So everything that I'll end up talking about and more than I'll be able to talk about in our January classes will already be in the calendar. They're already in the calendar right now. So you can kind of get a preview of some of those details and then not have to sort all of that out yourself. So yeah, definitely consider checking it out. And yeah, let me know if you have any questions, but I'm so excited for people to start downloading it and using it. And I think it's going to be such an upgrade and like a much more integrated experience of what I've been trying to create through my business, because I am such a planner that I had previously created a digital planner. And then I realized as I've been using it throughout this year, I'm like, this is too much. I'm not even using everything. It's like I need to separate some of these things out and create an experience that's much more simplified and still works with people who are total beginners and people that are more intermediate or leaning into expert. So it's something that does not exist. There's other astrological calendars, but I have not seen a psychic calendar, and I have also not seen one that is a hybrid. So it's definitely one of a kind. Can we add notes too? Thinking I'd want to add more after reading what I was directed to. Honestly, that's a really good question. I can't see from my perspective because I made it. So I know like I could add notes, but it's my own calendar. Um, so I would think you'd probably you'd probably have to test. If you can't, you essentially could just have an invite or like a event that you just put at exactly the same time with just like additional notes that you have. The guidebook is I have a bunch of pages on it. So if you are handwriting or you're writing it on your computer, um, or you have it in an app or something on your phone, it's like another place that you could just take notes in general about things that you learn about your chart or reflections that you're having on the card pulls, the psychic readings, specific transits that occur. So I am trying to encourage people to reflect on what's happening, what has transpired looking back, or if they want to use it as a free space for journal prompts. The first time also that I have ever done 12 months of channeled messages at once. I did it in like 2 to 3 sittings. And normally I just do it like 1 month at a time, sometimes two, if I'm like, okay, I think I'm supposed to do the second one. So I'll like cast it out. I did all 12 in a very, very short period of time. And it was so fascinating, like how the messages came in and the story that was building over the course of the year, because I could see like a plot line that was moving and I was like, wow, this is so cool. So again, you have access to that before like the extended version comes out on my blog. And then my plan is to record those, to record the extended version, and that's what will go up on Insight Timer. Um, so you'll have like access to all the other stuff, but you'll have like the first hand like preview of kind of the essence of what is coming up, just in like the short form. So yeah, I'm excited to look at those because of course I forget them now. I did all of them in a few sittings and then like I have to wipe all that from my brain. And so then when I get there, I can like read and be like, oh yeah, okay, so that's what we were doing in January. So it's always like fun for me too. So even when I'm channeling for the collective, like I'm in the collective, so I can receive some of that too. Thank you. Yeah, if you do carry or like anybody else, if you do, like please definitely give me feedback because I'll be living the experience of it as well. So part of why I switched to doing this instead of doing the same planner is a few reasons. But um as a user, I knew what the first experience was like, and I was like, yeah, like there's things about this that like they're not like 100% working for me, but everyone's a little bit different. So again, some people are going to want to do things that are hybrid, um, and some are going to want fully digital. So I'm trying to account for like different types of users and people. And some are just going to see the alert and then go back to their day. And some people are going to do what Carrie's describing and like want to write something down for like anything and everything that comes up. So yeah, I definitely want to. It's available right now. I released it, I think like last week. Um, oh yeah, Misty, let me know. It's something like it's come up. Multiple people in the last like few months have brought up this idea of creating an app to me, and I'm just like, okay, one thing at a time, but I will keep that in the back of mind. So yeah, let me know. But yeah, so Yvonne, it's on my website right now. Oh my gosh, no worries. Um, anything and everything that comes up. Hi, it's me. I take too many notes. Though for real, that's what I do too. I'm always writing stuff down. So yeah, as I am living with it as well, it's going to be super helpful because I'll know like, okay, I want to like add other details in here. I want to like swap some other things out, or, if I did the same thing next year, how would I modify it? Or maybe doing an app. Who knows? We'll see how adventurous I get in 2026. An episode of Christian Joy with you, number 42. Oh, that was when I was on her podcast. I think we did like a two-parter. Wasn't it like 42 and 43 or something, or 41 and 42, something like that. Saving newer one to watch tonight. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Okay, thanks, Donna. Yeah, Christian Joy, we also had her on our podcast. So I recorded with her and then she came onto our podcast later. So we talked about very different things. And then Christine and I, my podcast host, we went back to Christian's podcast and we were talking about other things. So I have like 3 connections. But yeah, we did just wrap up season 2. So if you're someone who has not listened to the podcast and you're curious about it, You can go in order. You can also just click randomly of like a topic that jumps out at you and is of interest. We try to have a wide array of things. And also, if you do listen to all of the episodes, we have games in them, aka we have Easter eggs that we put in all of the season 1 episodes and in season 2. We didn't tell anybody about season 2, but we did it in season 2 as well. So we have Easter eggs in the episodes of like movie quotes that we put into the episodes. So we'll reveal those as a bonus episode between season 2 and 3. And we have bloopers at the end of like 98% of the episodes. I think some of the listener ones we don't. So it's educational, but it is very important to us that the show is also funny. So we have bloopers. We are like joking about stuff. So it's very much like the feedback that we've gotten from people is like, it just sounds like you're listening to two friends like chatting about something and teaching you something. And that is definitely the vibe that we're going for. And of course we have guests on, like we had Christian Joy on, and I think we've had on like, I don't know, maybe like 8 guests at least at this point. So yeah, there's a lot of things that I'm kind of bouncing around doing. So we're in the break. We're in the break right now where we aren't working on season 3 yet, but Christina and I will be meeting up. I'm going to be going to visit her, and we're going to do a retreat, and we're going to start our season 3 planning and create our schedule and all that fun stuff. We already have a lot of ideas brewing, but we consult with our spirit councils. So we do a meditation and intuit, and that has worked 2 out of 2 seasons perfectly, like eerily perfectly when we channel to plan. So we will be doing that again for season 3. Misty, planning on buying a reading next month for my birthday. Okay, awesome. And what Misty's talking about is in 2025, I've been doing a 25% off for astrology readings when you book during your birthday month. And it can be scheduled whenever, but just book during your birthday month. My 50th year is looking, yeah, exciting. So exciting. We are living in a time, and the astrology is supporting it. It is highlighting it, of some major upheaval, change, transitions, overwhelm, all of that other stuff. And 2026 is the year when we're finally like not bouncing around. We're not bouncing between these weird transitions of like getting into the new era. We're just in the new era. And that happens early next year. So what we're doing now is all of the busy, exhausting work of trying to navigate like what is next, what is going on. And when we get into early next year, we'll just be there. And my hope is that if we can just kind of hold on as the current is taking us, that we can then just enter the new chapter, and we can view these last couple years as practice runs. But yes, very, 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 very chaotic. I agree with you, Nicola. And I know for me and for anybody that has their Saturn return that was in Pisces, that kicked off in 2023. So for me, I've had so much upheaval, so much change on an individual level, and that layers onto everything else that's going on. Oh my gosh, yay, thank you. So yeah, there's just there's a lot of moving parts.